Welcome to our home! Okay, so this is our 2022 Forest River Wildwood, and we've been living in this full time for the last 3 months, and so we thought it was about time to give you guys a full tour of our tiny home that we've actually done a ton of renovations on. So there's gonna be a ton of before and after footage that I think you guys will absolutely love to see. We'll kind of go through what we did and just show you just our living space. Obviously, we're in this full time, so you'll kind of see where Mojo's stuff is, kind of where we store everything. So if you're thinking about getting this trailer or getting something similar, then this is the video for you. So before we head inside, just a few quick specs. From tongue to bumper, this is just under 29 feet. It's slightly bigger than our last trailer, but we kind of wanted that and have found it to be really perfect for what we need in terms of remote workspace that you'll see soon, and having our own bedroom and having another furry friend with us. It's 10 feet 5 inches tall on the outside, and on the inside it's 6.5 feet, and the width of it is 8 feet. And the gross weight of this trailer is 7,550 pounds. And we'll go through all of the black tank, gray tank, all of that in the second half of the video when we show you the outside of the trailer. But let's go inside. I'm gonna show you all the stuff. Okay, we have a nice little welcome home. It's good to be home mat. But this is it. This is our home. We absolutely love it so much. And I guess to start, we will go with the office. So as a little background, Dylan and I are full-time remote workers. Dylan works a remote 9 to 5 and has his own business, and I am fully self-employed as a freelancer and a content creator. So we really wanted to have a trailer where we could renovate it and have our dream custom workspace. So before we hit the road, we spent a few weeks renovating the trailer, and the majority of that was painting, which you'll see in just a sec, and creating this custom workspace. I'm gonna go through some of the details of the workspace, but we have a full video showing you how we renovated it and giving you a full in-depth tour. So click here if you want to watch that full video after this one. This is Dylan's section. He's obviously got full setup here. He loves video games, so he's got a fancy computer down below and, you know, a really nice monitor, keyboard, his laptop, mouse, all of the things. And then this is my side right here. I also have a monitor, my laptop, and a very nice lamp right here. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Have I sat here and used the monitor very much? No. I have not. I'm very low maintenance when it comes to tech, so I have really not used this very much. I really just like my laptop and I like to sit at the dinette. But I still have this as kind of an option, and also obviously this view right out the back is just absolutely amazing to sit here and be able to just feel like you're kind of immersed in nature when we're working during the week. So up top here is a lot of just miscellaneous storage items. So we keep a lot of our, you know, tools, equipment, wires, cords, all of that in these two cabinets right here. And then in this cabinet, we put some miscellaneous food items. It looks very stuffed right now, but we have our toaster. Buried behind here is our coffee maker, coffee, and then just some snacks and stuff like that. So we got a little creative with where we kind of store everything, but majority of this area is tech. So we also have a storage area down here. Dylan and I each have our own cabinets where we can store whatever we need to. So I have my camera bag down here and a few extra, you know, tools and equipment. So I know what you're thinking. How the heck does this not fly all over the trailer when we're driving? Well, we have a very elaborate travel mode that we have tried and tested. It was a little rough at the start. We had to make a few adjustments. If you've seen our first night in the trailer video, you'll kind of know what happened there. Oh gosh. So far not so good. But basically what we do is we use a lot of bungee cords to keep everything in place. For the chairs, we'll have them tucked in. We have the bungee cord tying them together and they're really secure in place. And then we'll move the monitors over to the window and use a bungee cord and kind of a towel to just keep that in place and make sure it doesn't bang up against the windows. And then we'll keep Dylan's Xbox and his computer in the car with us. Yeah, that's really about it. It works really well every single time. We've had no issues aside from their very first day in the trailer. So that is it for the office section, but let's move right on over to the living room, dinette, couch area. So I'm just gonna close this because obviously it's very bright right now, but that actually leads me into part of the renovations that we did. So these curtains obviously did not come with the trailer. We're not huge fans of the standard curtains that tend to come with RVs. So we actually ripped those out and we put in our own curtain rods, these black rods here. And then we found this sort of beige tan color that sort of went with the green vibe of the trailer. I think our curtain might be slightly too long, but the only one we could find in this color and the right width was how long it is. These are sort of blackout shades. They do a really great job of, you know, getting the light out. But the dinette, we did not honestly do much renovations in this area because the dinette itself is really, really nice. This table is a beautiful color and the material of the cushions is really soft. It's not too leathery, but it kind of, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I just love it.
Just comfy.
Yeah, like it's just really comfy. And this is actually, if you have guests, you can basically pull this out and make it into a bed that sleeps 2 people. Dylan and I have used this quite a bit to just have some movie nights, so it's really nice. And obviously here, we just sit here and have all of our meals. I do a lot of my work here. And then another great part about the dinette is that there's so much storage under here. So we'll start with here. We store some of our appliances. So we have our air fryer here and our little crock pot here. And then this is our bin of all of our cold clothes. So all of our coats and jackets and everything like that, we store underneath the dinette, which is really great. And it is so far, I would say this is probably like at least 4 feet deep, which is really, really nice. So we've been able to store a ton in here. And these are magnetic doors, so it's kind of hard for them to open up. Same with over here. Obviously, this is the area where you will slide the dinette if you're making this into a bed, but we are able to store a lot of our stuff under here. We have a tripod. This is Starlink, so it's just a great place to store stuff. And now I have to disturb Mojo. He hates when I open this. It's okay, bud. Oh. So this is also where we store actually our pots and pans. So there's not a ton of storage that would fit the pots and pans in the actual kitchen, but this is a great alternative. And we also have a few other bins in here with our sweaters, and we keep our cutting boards in there as well. Okay, you can lay down. And we'll finish things off with the entertainment area. So obviously we have installed a TV right here. Honestly, I didn't think we were gonna use it that much, but we use it all the time and it works so well. We have our thermostat here, and then I actually really like this section here, you know, that junk drawer that you always have in your house. This is kind of ours, sort of a bookshelf. We just keep some miscellaneous items in there, which is really nice. And then this is our fireplace. It's just honestly such a vibe setter. We love it, always have it on. And you can actually adjust the temperature, so if it's cold, we use this a lot when we're hooked up to shore power. You can change it to a low heat setting or a high or a nothing, which is what we're doing right now. Really, really love this fireplace right here. And then over here is the radio, so you can plug in here, you can play music inside or outside on the speakers, which is really great. But yeah, we love this section, and that leads us over into the kitchen. So I honestly think the kitchen is the most beautiful part of the trailer. We're very proud of the transformation. You can see the before and after footage here. We really wanted to go for sort of the sage green with the brass accent vibe, and I think we totally achieved it. We basically just took all of the cabinets out of the kitchen and all of the drawers, as well as the cabinets in the office section, and we painted all of them this sage green color. So this shade of green here, we have it all in the kitchen as well as in our bedroom and on the accents in the dinette area, and then the lighter green color we have in the office and in the bathroom. So they're kind of 2 different shades, but they really go well together. In the kitchen specifically, we wanted to have the brass accents, and so we spray painted this a sort of matte brass that we got, and I personally love how it turned out. It took so long, so I hope you love it as much as I do. Okay, so we're gonna start over here and we're gonna make our way down to the fridge. So over here we have our control panel that controls everything in the trailer, shows us sort of how much battery we have, fresh tank, black tank, all of that. We can also control if we want to turn on the water pump, the water heater. We can turn on some lights inside and outside, which is great. This one controls the slide, and then this one controls the awning. We also have here, this is the light for the main area. We installed these 2 hooks here, and we obviously have 2 sets of keys on here, but we also like to store hats, you know, Mojo's leash and stuff like that. So having hooks all over the trailer is usually very convenient. Highly recommend. So now we'll make our way to the drawers down here. So there are 2 main drawers in the kitchen. This first one we use to store all of our silverware and our cooking utensils. Pretty self-explanatory. And then in here, we just have other things. We have our foil, plastic bags, measuring spoons, can opener, stuff like that. And then under the sink here, we mostly store cleaning supplies and then Mojo's food, as well as our fire extinguisher. And now we have the oven. And we bought these little, you know, oven things that fit right in here. And we also have a 3-burner stove up here. Obviously all propane powered. And then we also up here, you have a little fan, so, and the light off and on. And then this is our spice rack, which obviously when we're driving, we store these in the drawer where the silverware is. This is honestly like the perfect size for the spices. And then we have our knife rack right here, our magnetic knife rack that we got from IKEA. We had this in our last trailer and it's honestly such a game changer. You don't have knives clanging around in the drawers. So highly recommend getting this. I'll have it linked below. It is so strong. Like, it's not going anywhere. We have also installed a hook here to hold our oven mitt and stuff like that. And then we also have our microwave. Nothing too fancy there, but it's great to have. Over here, we've got cabinets. So we bought these sort of shelves that I installed to sort of maximize the space. So underneath here we have our colander, our mixing bowls, and then up here we have, honestly, these bad boys are literally the best thing ever. They are collapsible Tupperwares, so they don't take up much room in here. They're flexible, they won't break, and we love to use it to, I'm really struggling, store our food. So that goes there. Olive oil here, and we also have these things that fit our plates, so when we're driving around they don't really fall off, which is great. I will say we don't have it in here yet, but I would put drawer liners here to help with the sliding even more, but we really haven't had many issues. I've obviously also installed the little shelf here with the same sort of thing. We have our bowls and 2 little plastic wine glasses there, and then some cups that we just store in between. Over here we've got a lot of our pantry items. So flexible cloth bins are gonna be your best friend in the RV. It's just a lot easier than hard bins because you can sort of finagle them into tight spaces. Same sort of thing up there, a lot of canned goods and stuff like that. And then down here we have the sink. Obviously it's very spacious. It comes with this sort of drying rack so you can put all of your dishes here. And then obviously we use this as well. We usually put it right here. We have lots of dishes to do. We bought this thing just to hold sort of our soaps and everything, but yeah, just a very basic sink. Works great. Oh, one more thing that we installed. We installed this paper towel rack. Anytime that you can get things up and off of the cabinets or up and off of the sort of counter space is just the best. But yeah, just super easy on and off. And then over here, we've got our gigantic fridge and freezer. This thing is amazing. There's not much in here. And then in here, got our refrigerator. It's not the most organized. Also, we usually, side note, don't have this much alcohol, but don't judge us. We were just at a college reunion, okay? We had to take all the leftovers with us. Lots and lots of storage down here. Got a little produce drawer. And one thing I would recommend getting in the trailer is an egg carton holder for extra precautions when you're driving. We've had some pretty bad egg incidents in the past. And then when we're driving, just lock it up and she's not going anywhere. But that is it for the kitchen. Let's make our way into the bathroom. Now that I think about it, we actually did do a ton of renovations in here as well, so I gotta give us credit for that. To start, we painted all of the walls this sort of like cream white color, which by the way, we also painted that throughout the trailer. And we painted all of the cabinets the shade that is on the screen because I can't remember it. But we also got the same birch wood that we used on the desk and we put it here as the sink top, which I think it just looks so nice. You can see the before and after here. So we obviously opted here for a bowl style sink and we installed this sink as well. And we went with the sort of green and brass theme in here as well. We found this really cool circle mirror that is like a goldish brass. So I love how it looks. I think it's so cute. And yeah, we painted all the cabinets here as well. You know, opens up right here. We just keep things like bleach underneath here. So for a little bit of additional storage, there's also this section here underneath the sink where we keep our paper towels, some extra toilet paper, and some extra towels. We also, this is where Mojo eats his food. Very glamorous, right next to the toilet, but it fits perfectly. We also installed some hooks here as well to put our towels. Here is some more storage. So not the most organized thing in the world, but this is just our real life. Keep our makeup bags here. Our makeup bags. My makeup. Dylan's looking at me behind the camera like, excuse me. My makeup bag and Dylan's manly bag, as well as some other, just this bin literally has everything in the world in here. I don't need to show you, but whatever bathroom things that you own, that's in here. And then we have the toilet. Love her. You basically just flush it with your foot and it works great. Some of Mojo's food, first aid kit, random stuff, and more random stuff. A steamer, our vacuum, and some plastic bags. Also, one more thing above the toilet is a little ventilator. So you open this up, put on the fan, and it ventilates it nice and good. And now we have the shower. Ow. So I am 5'5", and this is where I fit. We love it. It's great. It's a walk-in shower. It closes really well like this. There's a little skylight up here, which is great. Hot and cold water. So we actually swapped out the shower head for this one just because we're not huge fans of just the shower heads that come in the RVs typically. So this one, I've got to say, is incredible. The pressure is perfection. It just feels like a lovely rain shower on you. And we picked this one in specific because you can click on and off, so this really helps when you're showering to conserve water. And we also got this little mat here, which just helps with the slippage. Okay, so that's it for the bathroom. Welcome to the bedroom. We have a short queen memory foam mattress because, again, like the shower heads, the mattress that typically comes in the trailer is not the best, so I recommend at least getting some kind of topper. Starting off with storage, underneath the bed, we have, this actually came with the trailer, we have 4 bins where we store most of our clothes, just things that you would normally fold up. So that's really nice. It just stores right under the bed. So I get 2 bins and Dylan gets 2 bins. And then underneath the bed is the fanciness. This actually is our garage, so the section underneath the trailer where we store a lot of random things. As you can see, you can obviously access this from the outside, but if we were like inside for some reason, it was like pouring rain or snowing and we need to get something, you can just lift up the bed, which is great. And then one thing I love about this trailer, we've got a sort of walk-in closet. And as you can see, we have very much utilize the space to the max. We put in a shoe rack here, and this is something I really wanted to do because not only does it free up a lot of floor space, but you can also store other things here. Like I have some bikinis, some hats, some gloves, socks, things like that. So this is really, really helpful just to maximize storage. Over here, we have some more storage. So this is my side of the bed. So in here, well, first of all, there's a mirror, which is great. It's like almost a full-length mirror. Open it right up, and there's some more storage for clothes. So just things that I access on more of a day-to-day basis, I tend to keep in here. And you can access this area as well right here. There's like a little pass-through, and there's actually some outlets that's inside here as well. So if you have like your phone charger or whatever, which also you can charge right here. So there is some USB outlets here that you can have a phone charger in. I don't know where mine is. Usually I have one in here at all times. More storage here. This is typically where I will keep all of my comfy clothes, my pajamas, t-shirts, things like that. It's like a very shallow sort of shelf. And then same sort of thing over here. Dylan has his own section with some of his clothes that he wears a lot. This is the emergency exit. Push her on out and you can get out. It's actually really hot, so I'm gonna leave that open. And then this is where we keep our hamper. One more thing, if you're going to the bathroom or if you're driving or whatever, you have this little latch here. So when you're driving, we always keep this open and locked, so it keeps it in place. And then if we need to go to the bathroom, close the door, whatever, it just slides like that. So that is it for the interior of the trailer. We're gonna move on to the outside, show you all of the things. I'm gonna let Dylan take it from here to talk about all of the specs on the outside, as well as the truck we use to tow this bad boy.
All right, so now I'm gonna take you for a spin. Alright, so now I'm going to give you a full tour of the outside and actually some of the things that we did to help improve our full-time RV life. So let's go.
Shoes. Bye, Mojo. Out we go. Oh, also, lovely screen door action. Oh, and we have the lights on.
Crosby, I'm doing the outside.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so starting here at the back, of course, our bumper and our spare tire is here. Our nice big old window, which is very dirty. And then, as you can see, our Wii Boost is here. Obviously, it's not attached right now because we have really good coverage here right now with T-Mobile. So we've got like 100 megabytes down, which is great. So as you saw from the inside, there's really only one slide, which is the dinette area. So this is the only side that we have to worry about. So you may be seeing this thing and kind of wondering what it is. This is a surge protector, which is highly recommended at campsites. The surge protector also comes with a 50 amp. Go f yourself.
I can't That's what happens when we try to do one thing that's not a vlog. All right, take two.
So surge protector is highly recommended for a full-time RV life. No matter where you go, you don't want bad power, so this helps with that. It also comes with a 50 amp to 30 amp converter, which has also been a lifesaver for us. And then here for our water, we have a simple water filter. This is where our 30 amp short power plugs into. Down below is our gray and black tank, which merge into the same sewer pipe here. And then here is our city water connection, and then our black tank flush, which this thing is like an absolute must-have. This is an outdoor shower, which you can lock up with the same key that you use to lock actually the other storage, which is what we're gonna get into here. Just like our other trailer that we had before, this is also a full pass-through storage. We actually ended up getting bins like so for storing our hoses, cables, miscellaneous items, tools. And then here at the tongue of the trailer, we have a very nice electric jack, just like our last one. It also has a little light for at night. We have dual 20-pound propane tanks in here. We're actually on our last one, which has actually surprisingly lasted a very long time. With our other trailer, the fridge was both propane and 12 volt. This fridge is only 12 volt, so it actually has helped us save a lot of propane compared to last time. And then our batteries here, our trailer only came with one. I wanted to get a second one, and one thing that I really wish that we did is add solar panels to this trailer. The batteries die really quick if you're not fully plugged in all the time, and we have noticed that after 2 to 3 days your battery basically depletes, but that's because it's powering your fridge and all your 12 volt lighting system within the trailer. I would highly recommend adding a solar panel, which this trailer is already prepped with it when you buy it from the factory, which is great. So super easy install if you know how to do that. And then the last thing that we added was a weight distribution system, which essentially we put these bars on, which you've seen us do it like 100 different times, which goes to this hitch right here. Rather than just putting all of the weight onto the ball, it actually helps distribute it in 4 other areas, which helps out a lot when towing the trailer for very long distances. It actually takes a lot of the strain off of your vehicle. And probably the most favorite part of all is my truck, the vehicle that I tow the trailer with. I specifically have the Power Boost version of the F-150, which I bought last year. One of the main reasons why I love this truck is not only is it very capable as it's a half-ton vehicle, but it also has a 7.2 kilowatt hour built-in generator, which has been phenomenal. We just stayed at Cracker Barrel the other night, and I didn't even have to use the generator, which we do carry a generator with us, more for backup, but I can plug the trailer directly into the truck because it has a 30 amp output. As for towing capabilities, because this is the Power Boost and it has a hybrid engine, meaning it has electric motors and it uses the gas engine to move the vehicle, I can tow up to 12,700 pounds. So we have more than enough capability to tow the trailer that we have. And then this is just the other side of our pass-through storage. So we already talked about that. But on this side, I actually like to keep a lot of my tools and our leveling blocks more accessible. And then we have our awning here. We like to use it a lot, but have learned very quickly that when it gets very windy, no matter what time of day it is, even if it's at 3 o'clock in the morning, you will know that it's rattling the entire trailer. We also have a light here, which was controlled from the inside panel that Crosby showed you. There's 2 speakers on the outside and then 2 speakers on the inside. We also have cable TV hookup, which we never use because we have YouTube and everything else. We have power outlets on the outside here too. And then down below, if we ever needed to drain our hot and cold water, we can do that right here. This is the exhaust for our propane heater for the inside. And then this is our propane and electric water heater too. One thing that I recently kind of figured out is you don't need the propane to be on, or you don't even need to flick the water heater on. As soon as you connect to shore power, this is automatically going to heat up water that you connect from your city outlet, which is really nice. And this is the freshwater fill tank here. We have a 40-gallon freshwater tank, a 40-gallon black water tank, and a 30-gallon gray water tank.
I was like so much taller than Dylan right now. Well, that is pretty much it for the renovated trailer tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm so happy we finally got around to filming it. But yeah, we have absolutely loved living in this thing for the last 3 months. It is so homey with all of the sort of tweaks we made with the paint and everything like that. So
it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Way better than what it looked like when we first got it.
Yes, that's for sure. We wanted it to look like a home and not like an RV, you know?
Yeah.
I think we achieved that. Go us. And now we're gonna go have a beer and hang out. So you guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe and go watch all of our previous RV videos if you're new here. We have been on the road for the last 3 months, and last year we did a full 4-month Rookies on the Road trip, and so you can kind of see all of our adventures there. There's been a lot of fun times all over the US. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!